Hello, beautiful people. You're welcome back to my channel. Today, I'll be talking to you about becoming an empowered empath. An empowered empath? What is that? Well, it might not be pertinent to everybody because if you do not actually describe yourself as an empath already, there will be no special reason why you would want to become an empowered empath. But if you're somebody that you consider yourself an empath, please watch on. Who is an empath? An empath is that person that feels the pain, the sorrows, the joys, the goodness, the happiness, the emotions of other people that they're connected with very deeply. You feel their emotions as though they were your own. You are touched very deeply by what people go through. You have a great deal of compassion. You are a very giving person. You're a very warm and loving person. You love being there for people. It is your second nature, and you are a giver. You give and you give and you give some more. And it is a wonderful thing. It is a wonder. If you're an empath, just know that that's a gift. The world cannot survive without you. The world cannot survive without me. Yes, I describe myself as an empath as well. The world needs empaths. So we feel the emotions of people, we feel people's joys and their ups and downs. But one of the major challenges of being an empath is that empaths can struggle with boundary development, boundary enforcement, gatekeeping. Even after they set the boundaries, then they pull down the fence. And they put up the fences again, and they pull it down. How about building a fence and putting a gate in it and becoming a good gatekeeper? But before I continue with that, I want to mention the word empowered and disempowered. You see, being empowered means that it is possible to be disempowered. It talks about power, and I'm not talking about power as in some excessive force that is to control people, or I'm talking about power in this context in light of you being the gatekeeper of your own emotional well-being, you being the gatekeeper of your own life, and you being the person that understands what your purpose is, and you're the one in charge of your life and the fulfillment of your purpose. And so being empowered means that it is possible to be disempowered. It is possible to give that power away, whereby the empath is no longer in charge of their lives and they become subject to people pleasing. Being a people pleaser is something that comes quite naturally to an empath because, like I said, they always want to help people, love people. They have a lot of compassion. They feel people's pain, and they always want to give and give some more, and always want to be there for people. However, there has to be a balance, and that's where the empowerment comes in. So to become an empowered empath, you need to study yourself and know who you are first of all. What makes me an empath? How does that work? Who am I really? What makes me happy? What makes me good? And once you have learned who you are, then you need to learn what makes me able to show up as my best self in the world. Once you've learned that as well, you need to be that person that will care for you the most. Yes, self-love. Can't stop talking about that, can I? It bears repetition. It bears repetition. You can only love others as you love yourself. The best book on earth says it. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. And so you need to learn yourself. You need to love yourself, and you need to respect your own boundaries. You need to understand that as an empath, an empowered empath, you are a finite being. That means you cannot be everything to everyone. You cannot say yes to everything. You cannot say yes to everyone. You cannot please everyone. You cannot fix everyone, and you cannot fix the world. You can contribute your bit to the part of the world that you are at. You can contribute your bit in the lives of the people that you have been sent to, that you're connected to, and that's where it ends. There must be that time when you can say, it's time to step away, it's time to look away, it's time to feel the pain of someone else, but then not take it in. Not take it in. Feel empathy for them, feel compassion for them, be ready to offer some suggestions and advice. But on this occasion, I'm not jumping in to rescue them. Empaths have that tendency to want to rescue everybody. But not everybody is willing to be rescued. And in then rushing forward to try to rescue everyone, the empath gets burnt out. Yes, the empath gets totally burnt out, as in they get to that point of resentment and tiredness and sadness and depression and overwhelm. And, it could lead to so many negative things, so many health problems, high blood pressure, loss of your hair, alopecia, could lead to so many problems, internal and external, emotional and physical. So, as an empath, you have got to be an empowered empath. One of the ways to be an empowered empath is to study your opposition. Study your opponent. Study the people who are your nemesis. Who is the arch nemesis of the empowered empath? It is the narcissist. Okay, that's a massive word. I'll explain that. Who is the nemesis of the empath? It is that toxic individual who deliberately goes out of their way to manipulate the empath. They manipulate, they confuse, they gaslight, they use, they take, they abuse, they constantly accuse. They don't take responsibility, they are defensive, they stonewall, they show contempt, they pour all of the blame on the empath, with a view to manipulating the empath to give some more, and then to give some more, and then to give again, and then to keep giving to the point where there's nothing to give. So they've got nothing else. The purpose of these toxic people is to kill, steal, and destroy. So the empath has got to be aware. You've got look at the world of sports. Let's take tennis for example. The tennis player will study their opponent before a match. They will study their backhand, their front hand, their this, their that. How do they serve? How do they return? When do they get tired? Is it after the second set or the third set? How do they show up? And so on and so forth. And then they get prepared for that match, and they could actually go forward and win. The empath has got to study how narcissism works, what makes a narcissist. How can you walk away from those toxic people? How can you actually prevent them from entering into your life? Because they are subtle and they are good. They're good at wearing masks. They're good at saying to you what you want to hear, being what you feel that you're looking for, and just reeling you in until you're hooked. And then the vicious cycle starts. The vicious cycle of empath is trying to please the narcissist is raising the bar higher, and then the empath is trying harder, and then the narcissist, when the empath is tired and wants to go away, the narcissist then tries to hook them back in with love bombing, and then on and on it goes, and it goes on forever until there's nothing left to take. There's nothing. Years have passed, energy has gone, money has been wasted, life has been wasted, so much has been lost. And if you're in one of those relationships right now, I want to encourage you to consider walking away. Please consider walking away. It's never too late. It's never ever too late. Every extra minute and every extra hour, day, month, year that we spend on the earth is another opportunity to be a blessing on the earth, another opportunity to be happy, another opportunity to live a fulfilled life, another opportunity to be a gift and a blessing to another person. So never, ever, ever consider that it is too late. Oh, I've invested too much already in this relationship. Maybe I might as well see it through. No, you might actually pay with your life. What for? What still you could pay with your mental health, and the person gets locked up in some asylum somewhere and forgotten. Why? Because when they should have cut their losses from the toxic narcissist, they stayed there because of their empathic behavior. You see, empaths don't give up very easily. They stay there and they try to keep fixing everything and fixing everyone because of their great compassion, and they make excuses for the narcissist for why they're behaving the way they are behaving. That doesn't serve you. So be an empowered empath. Know what you will tolerate, and the things that you will not tolerate, be firm. Be firm in saying no, and be firm in walking away. Boundary setting sometimes includes goodbye. Boundary setting is not to punish the other person you're in relationship with. Boundary setting is to protect you. You cannot control somebody else's behavior or their choice to be good or not good to you in relationship. You cannot control their choice to receive healing or not to receive healing from their previous traumas that caused them to treat you in a very dysfunctional and abusive manner. You can't. It's not up to you. They've got free will. But as much as they've got free will, as an empowered empath, you've also got free will to call time on that toxicity. You've got free will to say, hang on, this is not serving me. This relationship is just about going to delete me. This toxic relationship is probably going to end up leading to the loss of my mind. It is time to cut my losses and walk away. The narcissist will not walk away from the empath because, like I said, that dynamic of the vicious cycle keeps them there, taking and forever taking, until there's nothing else to take. Then they go to the next victim. So love yourself as an empowered empath. Know who you are, love who you are, and decide where you are going to invest your kindness. Yes, empaths are very, very, very kind people. They are loving people. They are just there for people. They make the greatest relationships, as in they are the greatest partners and mothers and aunties and whatever else, and colleagues at work and so on, because of their ability to feel and to love so deeply and to give so much. But you've got to protect yourself. You've got to protect yourself. And so decide where you're going to invest that kindness. Do never invest your kindness in the lives of people that do not appreciate it. Never invest your kindness into the lives of those that will throw the kindness back in your face and say to you, what have you given? Because it's still that same manipulative ploy to get you to give some more, because you're trying to see if one day they will get to that point where they will finally appreciate you. They won't. They don't have it in them. So never invest your love, your kindness, your goodness in those people that will say to you, is that all you could do? Oh, of course, what else? It's your duty to do this for me. It's your duty to do that for me. It's the least you could do. Is this what your mates are doing? Your mates are doing better than this. What do you want? You want an award for doing that? You want an applause? These are the kinds of toxic language, the toxic words that narcissists will use to keep the empath running faster and harder to please them. Say no. Say no. You're worth more than this. Good boundaries sometimes mean goodbye. Set the boundaries, keep the negative energy out, keep the negative people out, let in the good, let in the positive. Give that energy to those that appreciate it, those that will love you for it, those that need it, those that you have been sent to. You've not been sent to everybody. You can't save everybody. You can't save the world. You've not been sent to the entire world. You've not been sent to everybody in your family even. Add to your knowledge of yourself, add wisdom. Wisdom talks about good judgment. Practice good judgment in the relationships that you have, that you permit. Practice good judgment in who you deny access and who you give access to. If you give access to the good people, they will enhance your life. How about giving access to fellow empaths who understand how you roll? They understand what makes you you, because they actually feel you, because they are just very much like you. And don't agree and believe that myth of opposites attract. So an empath will attract a narcissist. No, not necessarily. No, you don't have to accept that the only people that you can let into your life are the people that will destroy you. No, that's not who you are. You continue to avoid the parasites, continue to avoid the toxic people, continue to love them from a distance, pray for them from a distance, and that's it. Don't give them access into your life to affect you, to destroy you, to pull you down, to make you less of who you should be. And continue to let in the good people into your life. Continue to set those boundaries. Be yourself. Be good. Be happy. Be glad you're an empath. It's a blessing. It's a joy to be able to help people, to be able to support people, to love people, to feel people's pain, to run to people's rescue. But be careful where you invest your energy. Until next time, continue to love yourself. Remember, you're unique, you're special, you're wonderful. No other person on this earth like you. You are unique. You are enough. You are gorgeous. You deserve all of the love and all of the respect and all of the honor. And do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to share this video and to click the like button as well. Until next time, it's been fantastic talking to you. I'm blessed just talking to you, actually. Thank you so very much for being here. And until next time, love you loads. Bye for now. Mwah.